Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to Magic and Miracles, where you learn how to be the magician of your life. My name is Anna, and I created Magic and Miracles in order to help people of all walks of life achieve their manifestation goals. True story. Welcome everybody to my new channel. I'm so happy to see everybody join in, and I know it's going to take some time for everybody to kind of migrate over and catch up to the news, but welcome everybody. I'm so happy to see you guys. I am so happy to start this channel. There's so much powerful vibration and good energy behind it. It's beyond. And it's true, you know, I'm coming off of 22,000, whatever it was, subscribers from the other channel. And for those who don't know, it's Magic and Miracles, the handle. For technological issues, we're just gonna set that aside, you know, let the court deal with it, etc. But I'm starting brand new from scratch, and again, waiting for everybody to migrate over. But I'm really excited to start this channel, really excited to share my channelings and all of the messages. And I'm supremely excited today, really excited, because this morning I was organizing my desk, and as if as a gift from heaven, from the universe, I found the script. I actually was thinking about it last night, how I wondered where it was, because I shared the success story on my other channel, and then I wondered, where the fuck is the script? I really wanted to read it, and let me tell you, when I read it, it was like goosebumps came down my spine. It was incredible, because everything came true. When I tell you everything came true, everything came true. And I'm going to share as much as possible so that you guys can get inspired, and so that you guys can share it. So that you guys can, not share it, but maybe share it, but use it in your own life. Okay, this is incredible. This is what I teach in coaching, how to write magic spells. And magic spells are not witchcraft. It's just a really powerful intention when you really want to influence a person, a circumstance, whatever, what have you, whatever you're working on in that sense right now. And I've done this since I was 15. Okay, my maternal grandma was very much into benevolent spell work, okay, just affirmations, if you will, in a form of words, kind of like for health, for harvest, because my grandma, you know, she lived in Siberia, so that mattered to her, etc., etc. So I've done this since 15, and it works like magic. It works like pure magic, and I teach this in my signature energy course. The links are below, but of course, and obviously in my coaching as an energy work, the section of my coaching towards the end. Now, parenthesis here, to really write a powerful intention. Your mama drama panorama, which is everything that you went through that was really painful and that really kind of scarred you, perhaps, needs to be worked out. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that, you know what, this is not going to work even a little bit if you haven't done so. It just works so much more powerfully if you have. Okay, so in my coaching, the signature coaching package is what I recommend. All the info is below. I'm not going to go over in detail specifically today for this live, but all the packages are below. The package to start with is the signature coaching package. First, you need to book an hour so that we can rendezvous and chit chat a little bit. But let me just get back to the spell. Okay, so this is dated. So, fuck, how can I show this to you without giving away the name? Fuck, didn't think about this before. One sec. I'm gonna cover it like this. Can you see the date? 2/9/25. This was in February. Okay, this was in February. I don't know how much you guys saw or didn't see. Anyway, I can't show you the name, obviously, for personal reasons. Oh my god, I'm hot. I wrote this in February. I got the proposal that I described, the confession of the feelings, every single thing that I wrote down, late May, June, something like this. Now, before somebody jumps to say that I didn't have much resistance towards this person, yeah, I kind of did. Because this person actually works with me, and I chose them for a very specific reason, because him and I were lukewarm towards each other, very professional. Okay, so at no point there was any suggestion in that sense that this could be romantic. And I did this purely out of coming here, guys, and reporting back, because, I want to inspire you, and I want to definitely, again, for myself, to prove to myself, as if I needed this, that it definitely works. Now, again, the process I'm not going to describe. I teach it in coaching, but essentially this is what I've written, okay? So-and-so is fully, 100% fully head over heels in love with me. I'm going to share with you the verbiage to inspire you. I'm going to do that much. And then I'm going to explain like what happened. Okay. So this was at that moment in time, just so I'm kind of like precise about it. Things are lukewarm as lukewarm can be. I would even say rather cold. Okay. So really there's no implication that this could ever be anything romantic. I really want to stress that, so that, again, if I was inexperienced, I would never be able to fathom that this person could turn into this teddy bear towards me, okay? But because I know, and I kind of thrive on kind of these challenges, twisting everything around and receiving a diametrically opposed result, I really love that. Because it proves how there are parallel realities, and you're not kind of overstepping anybody's free will or anything like that. It's not, that doesn't exist. As long as you're benevolent. Now look at, nobody got hurt in this instance. I just wanted to test, as if I needed it, once again, that this works, that this energy can literally overturn anybody. And believe me, this guy is a very well-known guy. This is why I'm very like protective of and I shouldn't have shown you as much as I did. Actually, now I'm double checking that I did cover his name. And he's a very, affluent person. He could get anybody. He's like one of these like, I don't know, playboy people. Okay, playboy guys. This is why I chose him. Okay, because he was a playboy and he is a playboy and nobody got hurt. Just wanted to like preface this. My God, am I hot? This is like so much energy here. Okay, so this is so funny to me because this is so easy. Anyway, so-and-so is 100% fully head over heels in love with me, completely smitten, so in love, his head is spinning. I can do no wrong by him. He sees me as a goddess, and so do all those around him, whatever. He has like an assistant and blah, blah, blah. Because of his influence and because of his permanent passion for me. I'm paraphrasing because there's some specifics that, again, don't want to disclose. He goes out of his way to please me, is soft and gentle, loving towards me. I can sense it. I can see it in his eyes that he's adoring me, how much he adores me. He's doing everything I ask him to in no time. I am his priority with love and utter adoration towards me. He's so devastatingly in love with me and thinking about me nonstop. It is his deepest regret that I'm not available. However, that doesn't stop him. So that was, again, I'm paraphrasing because there's quite a bit written here. Because I used front and back of the index card. He sees me as a long-term love interest, okay, because you guys really want that. He sees a future with me. He wants to be with me. That's a little personal. I'm going to skip over that. He cannot stop thinking about me, ways he can be accommodating to me, but in a respectful manner. And then I mentioned a couple of guys that were truly in love with me in the past, and they were really nice guys, like really loyal and faithful and really like so gaga for me. One of the best guys I've ever met in my life. And one of them was, this is how to source inspiration. Okay, I'm teaching you things already. There was a guy when I was 15 and I lived in Italy who was, oh my fucking God, wrapped around my finger. Like drooling over me, like a little too much, but he was adorable. So I combined him with another person that I knew in my adulthood who is a sweetheart, like a, oh my God, total teddy bear, like a teddy bear. You won't meet a nicer guy. Okay, and also very well connected and all of that jazz. Okay, so I combined the two, the influences that I use, those energies. He's that guy and that guy combined, and more. Hold on, and more in love than ever. Totally smitten. What am I doing to this guy? Also intimidated by me. I just whatever, wanted to squeeze that in. He desperately wants to act on his love and does so, and adoration for me, does so in respectful but obvious ways. That's all I've written, but I was laughing my ass off because this is literally him now, okay? I mean, he did have this conversation with me, and I did this like for a few months, for a couple of months. He did have the conversation with me, but I can still feel his energy. Okay, that this is him now, even though we're not talking about this, even though we're not, like, it's obvious that, you know, we won't be together, etc., etc. But I created this energy, I sent it out, and now it's him. So I should probably consider letting him go, because that's the other thing, guys. When you do this powerful intention, and if you know, you can't be with the person, it's kind of unfair, right? That you have this hold on this person, because believe me, this is what's going to happen. This person is going to be gaga for you. They're going to propose. I didn't even mention a proposal. It just says that, you know, he sees me as a long-term love. Okay, this is crazy. Even for me, like, I found this today. I was like, whoa, man, really, whoa. Oh my God. Anyway. So where was I? So yeah, like I said, it's unfair. Sorry, that's my dog. It's unfair to hold on to somebody if you're not planning to be with them, right? So since I found this, this is so good though. Such good energy went into this. This is why it worked. Okay, really passionate, really benevolent. Like, that's the other thing. Like, you can't entertain your resentment anymore. You can't entertain your grudges or anger or whatever that you're feeling towards your SP right now. Granted, we didn't have this drama mama panorama in between us, and nevertheless, though, it was a little bit of a challenge. Okay, and I like challenges because they make you grow and really like exercise your muscle, but it was a challenge to imagine him being so warm to me because I've never seen him like that. But I did not have resentment towards him, granted. But this is what I'm really just saying. You cannot come with your resentment and with your anger, etc. You really need to process it and consider, once you process it, if this person is even worth it. Like, sometimes people come into coaching with me and they themselves change their mind once upgrading their consciousness. Okay, so this is incredible, and I hope you really get inspired, because there is no such thing that cannot come true. There really, really isn't. I don't care how dire your situation is right now. I really don't care how long you've done it for. You can change reality like magic in a singular day. No, I am not exaggerating. I have seen this in my personal life. I've certainly seen this in my clients' lives. Your word is amazing. Your words are really fucking powerful. You really have to be careful what you wish for. It's not a game of, I can't get my shit. No. It's reverse, darling. I have to be careful what I fucking wish for, because it came true fucking verbatim, man. It's crazy. And I forgot all about it. I wrote it. I forgot all about it, darling. I forgot all about it. It's still blowing my mind. I'm still like in waves, you know what I mean? Incredible shit. So, gosh, I have to rewatch like right after this live. I hope did I cover his name? I'm so paranoid now. Yeah, I think I would have. Yeah, hold on. How did I do it? Yeah, I did. Okay. Because we don't want that getting out. I want him to have a peaceful life. Okay. So right now in New York, back to the topic of today. What is the topic of today anymore? How to become unrecognizably magnetic to your SP in 30 days. So boy, do I have some notes for you. But first, before I forget, I want to show you some slides, okay, that I worked on in my spare time. So let me find this thing. It's so funny to me still. Hold on one second. I'm going to find where I put those illustrations. Oh, here we go. Okay. So right now, where is it? Oh, give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to find... Okay, here we go. Is this it? Okay, are you guys seeing this? Your darling coach worked on this morning. This is called the specific person thought transmission, thought and energy transmission, rather. So this is you on the left, kind of unapologetic golden Buddha. And it's kind of like, look at the face of the golden Buddha. I don't give a fuck. Everything's going my way. And this is your SP on the right. And this infinity symbol just simply symbolizes the energy and thoughts going towards them and coming right back to you. Going to them, coming right back to you. This loop, this endless loop that starts with you, ends with you, but is communicating to them constantly. And the circle represents your 360 bubble and theirs with 360 bubble. And so at any point you can start feeding this infinity symbol, this infinity kind of thought transmission and feeling transmission representation, something new, something different, a different conversation that you're having with your SP. Okay, so just this visual, I hope that it helps you. The other thing that I really quick wanted to share, and then we'll get off the slides, I promise, is, hold on, let me unclick this. Hi. And let me click on this. Okay, this is really important. This is the parallel reality travel. And this I really want you to take a good look at. This is, yes, the emotional scale done my way, though. I think people like to, again, enormously over fucking complicated. But essentially, bliss and euphoria being the highest, and guilt, fear, worry being the lowest. And somewhere in between, maybe you find yourself today. Maybe boredom, irritation, whatever. Anger, hatred, jealousy, whatever. Okay, faith, satisfaction. I want you to understand that this golden Buddha, which represents you, has at any point in time the ability to travel to a parallel reality based on how you feel. Your heart center connecting to one of these emotions. And, you know, sometimes you stay in an emotion for months, for years, and you never change it. You remain on the same frequency. Your desire is always on a higher frequency, like love, happiness, bliss, euphoria, faith, satisfaction. And now you're going to say to me, well, Anna, duh, I knew it. Well, darling, if you know it, use this magic. Because the signal that is going to come from your heart is going to connect to one of these parallel versions of reality. And based on the feeling that will connect you there, you will experience a certain version of people, SPs, events, circumstances. So you're never stuck. You can go there today by training your body to help you create this, or rather to step into this reality by simply mimicking its frequency. So just remember that. If you're over here down in guilt, fear, worry, this will be a shit show, for the lack of better verbiage. Anger, hatred, same shit. Go up to at least hope, optimism, faith, satisfaction. The picture changes dramatically. This is, as simplistic as it sounds, this is the fastest way to travel to parallel reality and change reality in a day. In a day, in an hour, if you wanted to. Okay? So if you want me to send this to you via email, I can, but this is the representation. Always have this in mind. Whenever I'm connected to love, I'm experiencing a different version of events. I can do no wrong. Everything is coming to me. Whenever I'm feeling fear, everything goes to shit. It's as simple as that. Okay, so let's get off the slides now. Hi. I really enjoyed making those slides, not for nothing. So let's get into notes now. So some notes are on my phone. So I apologize. I'm going to be looking at my phone because I wrote a lot on this topic. So how to become unrecognizably magnetic to your SP. So first of all, enter the season of zero fucks given. A strong mind does not need agreement with anybody else or from anybody else. Doesn't need approval. Doesn't need adoration from anybody else to feel validated or approved. You don't. You only need your own decision and you only need your own agreement. That's it. You want to really start quantum leaping your life into pure magic, start taking your own counsel and start deciding what's going to happen next. Because not for nothing, and I've been there myself, a lot of you just don't decide which part of reality you want to be, and you're waiting for the SP to act a certain way to join a certain reality. Well, if you join the reality first and you command from that consciousness, everything else will join you. If you're waiting from the outside to get your way, to get the satisfaction, it's not going to work. So one of the things that I will start going over is choose a confident version of yourself. Now, listen, when I say this, I understand that right now you may not be confident, but you're confident in some area of your life. A lot of people come to me and they say, you know, at work, I'm the boss. I'm the boss, bitch. Everything goes my way. I don't give a fuck. I can come in and command the room. A lot of women in my coaching are like that. I know my shit. I'm going to come in and fucking sway everybody, right? We'll use this feeling. Again, it goes back to feeling, state of consciousness, where you override what you have going on temporarily right now and let yourself step into this confident version that doesn't need approval from anybody else. The most magnetic people don't give a shit about what people think or do because they have their own mechanism going on. And I really would suggest and highly recommend you develop the skill rather than waiting for somebody to do something to inspire you or this and that. I don't mean the coaching. I really mean SP. To come to your own agreement, this is what's happening. And I have zero fucks to give what anybody else is doing or saying. Whether there's a third party, whether they told me they don't love me or they're marrying somebody else. I'm deciding and I'm following my own counsel, okay? So you need to create this energy in your life, essentially, that would completely mirror this person who is totally magnetic. Who is a magnetic person? Somebody who takes the time to build themselves up. This is what I'm talking about. A lot of people, like when I post, and on my other channel and on this channel alike, it's something really funny to me that happens when I post things about be your own biggest fan, for example. People don't care about that. They sooner gravitate towards a short or a video about how to bring back your SP, and completely missing the connection that in order to bring back your SP, you yourself have to be confident. You yourself have to put in the work and not look for a shortcut in a video or a short even. Okay, people really shy away from working on themselves, and if you're that person, good luck, quite frankly, because you're just never going to achieve what you want. You have to become a different person, starting with zero fucks given what anybody else is saying or doing, quite frankly. So these are the steps that I recommend for anybody, okay, anybody at all. But here are some of the things that may help you. In the morning, first thing, you really have to dedicate some time to really organizing your mind. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you do. I don't care if you're retired, entrepreneur, single mom, stay-at-home mom, blue, blah, blue, blah, blue. Again, it goes back to the counsel of one, counsel of self, so that you can interact with your higher self, so that you can have downloads, messages, answers. Clairvoyancy comes like that. When you're in sync with your higher self, you take the time to meet with your higher self, with your spiritual team in the morning. You know all the answers. Again, you don't give a fuck. You have all the information that you're working with because you know how to connect to the universal invisible partner, which is the higher self and your spiritual team, your spiritual squad. So taking the time then to design your day on purpose rather than like stumbling into it haphazardly, not meditating regularly, not taking the time to make decisions instead of reacting to whatever's happening now. What is happening now is absolutely not fucking interesting and doesn't have the same information as you would need. And let me read this because this is phrased pretty well. And guys, please help me out with this new channel. Please thumb up the video if you want to support me. Let me read this from my notes. Don't ever judge what's possible or what is actually happening in the 3D because you may not have all the information. 3D doesn't have the current information. It's yesterday's news, quite literally. The new information is happening right now. And right now is the chance for you to decide what the fuck is happening, literally. Which reality you're going to go to. The new information is happening right now in the invisible, and you get to redirect it or direct it any which way you prefer if you want to start creating on purpose and not settle for the 3D. The so-called invisible or the unknown is actually full of answers. Just like I said, downloads and answers from your higher self. Don't need to go anywhere. Don't need to speak to anybody. Don't need to bribe anybody. Don't need to fuck anybody over. All the information is already in these ethers. The so-called invisible or the unknown is actually full of answers, full of solutions. Just be brave and step into it. Okay, don't question it. Just step into it with the intention to have the solution. Focus on the solution, not the problem. Okay, so you've had this problem with your SP, with this specific SP, or just with SPs, just period, okay, over and over and over. At some point, there needs to be a decision made. I've had it. I'm deciding to start being a confident person, a magnetic person who is going to take their own counsel and decision what the fuck is going to happen next. That's it. Basta ka basta. Let me just say hello to Lavender Lysol. Hi, Lavender Lysol. Happy to see you on my new channel. You are your own SP, Lavender Lysol says. Yeah, absolutely. It's very powerfully stated. I love it. So designing your days with precision rather than stumbling out of bed and having made no decision whatsoever. So the meditation is for that, but also meditation the night before. And in my coaching, if you'll ever end up in it, and you'll be ever so lucky to do so, I teach, to write stuff down. Let me get rid of this index card before I, by accident, revealed this person's name. I'm hyperventilating. I'm so excited that it all came. I hope this helps you guys. I really, really hope. Where was I? So designing your day with precision the night before and writing out specifically, okay, this conversation is going to happen like this deal is going to go like this, I'm going to find that sold out item. Like just the other day I manifested, there's a makeup that's completely sold out. I'm not going to say what it is because it's not important. It took me forever to find it, but I found it. It's sold out literally everywhere else. Okay. I'm in such a good mood today. Sorry. So designing your day really well prior with specificity. This is what's happening. This is what's happening. This is what's happening. I'm expecting specific outcomes here. I'm expecting results. I'm not just like emptily writing this. Like forget that shit. I'm expecting results. All right. So the morning routine comes it's a very important process, as I mentioned. So literally, you owe this to yourself. If it's not 30 minutes, at least 5 to 10 minutes. Some of you are very busy, and I have very busy people in my coaching, etc., etc. But you owe this to yourself to remind yourself, I'm the golden Buddha. I need to make decisions, and I need to stick to my fucking decisions. Okay? And I have to afford myself this opportunity to allow myself to connect with my higher self, with my golden Buddha status. And from that, I will be magnetic as fuck, because guess what? When you decide something, even though in the 3D it hasn't appeared yet, you're so rooted in this decision, you quite frankly, again, don't give a fuck. You don't give a fuck at all. I decided something else. What do I care what the 3D is showing me? I don't care at all. 3D is a very bad servant, okay? Sorry, my dog is a little bit kind of like cranky today because of the rain. Another thing that might help you is exercising in the morning. And I know how that sounds, not specifically for weight loss, although as well, but to keep your body moving and to really energize the aura with positive intentions, positive thoughts. Maybe take a walk, maybe take a jog, whatever, lift some weights. And as you're doing that, start allowing this space of unknown to unveil to you rather, all the secrets and all the, again, downloads. Sometimes when you work out or walking, I don't know what happens, just your mind opens up. It doesn't worry. For that moment, it stops worrying for some time, and your mind is wide open, and boom, an idea, an inspired action, some kind of a thought, it pops right in. This is a must for a magnetic person. Again, I don't care if you're working on your SP or somebody else. Have the top 3 priorities for your day, for your week, for your month. What are you accomplishing? In other words, again, you need to be about yourself. If you want somebody else to be about you, you need to be about yourself. You can't be about them only, okay? You really need to develop this trust that anybody will come along with you if you are this person of value, this person who spends time with themselves and on themselves, invests in themselves. The aura of, I need you, I have to chase you the fuck down, and this is the only way that I will get you. And believe me, I've been there. I've chased people. It's so really yucky and really degrading. Let's just be honest, because you really what your behavior says is that I don't believe for 1 second that I can have it naturally, but I'm giving you the shortcut, if there is a shortcut, of investing in yourself first and simply deciding, just like I read the magic spell, that your SP is gaga for. Because from that stance, when you invest in yourself, when you understand how powerful you are, when you understand how valuable you are, when you understand how really powerful these intentions are, you treat yourself better. You treat yourself differently. You don't treat yourself like a little broken down person in the corner thirsting for that one person. I'm exaggerating, but there's some resonance, I'm sure, with a lot of you, because it feels like you're lacking something. It feels like this person is over there, maybe with a third party, maybe just not with a third party, somewhere over there, but I want them over here. But you're not lacking anything. All you have to do is just whistle with your energy, vibrating them back instead of chasing them. Vibrating them back, you can sit in your chair and think a thought and suddenly drop it into the quantum field, just like I showed with the infinity symbol, and start feeding this thought down the tunnel of the infinity symbol. And your SP will start, something just lit up. I think I'm crazy about this person. Don't know how this idea came to me. Don't know what changed, this and that. But I'm now thinking about this person, and this is how you effortlessly can vibrate them back. Simply by thought alone. I did this spell, simply by thought alone. I had to write it down for my mind to focus, but then once focused, it's over. And especially with my practice that I've done this like since 15 years old, I'm in my 40s now, it's inevitable. In my mind, it's inevitable. And that's the other thing I wrote down. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit all over the place because I have so many notes today. Um, hold on one second, let me find it. So sorry, one second. What if you start to think that your goals are guaranteed, your dreams and wishes are guaranteed, that it's a done deal, that once you wish for something, it's a done deal. That's what makes a person magnetic as well. You don't question it. You don't allow yourself to descend to that level, to that frequency of fear and worry. It's a done deal. How you like me now? It's a done deal. Right now, it's already a done deal. It's guaranteed. But right now, in your mind, maybe it's not guaranteed. And this is how you demagnetize yourself. You're still thinking that somebody's going to come and wreak havoc on your manifestation to be with this person. Nobody can do it. Nobody. I don't care if they have the most annoying mom or sister or whatever. They will part ways with the sister or mother. I'm so serious. I've seen everything in my coaching. If you just benevolently influence this person to be on your side, to be this magnetic. But again, you're not doing it by overpowering them with chasing or giving too much of your energy. You're sitting like a golden Buddha and you're simply vibrating with your thoughts, completely disregarding. Now listen, I don't mean to say that you're completely oblivious to what's going on, like the facts of life and this and that. But your intention towards this specific person is just one way only. I'm getting my way and that's it. Or the motherfucking highway. Excuse me. Okay. It's guaranteed. I'm telling you, your desire is guaranteed. There's a reality right now that you can connect to that has already the solution. Are you more focused on the problem that has been going on for X amount of years? Or are you really enjoying the solution in your mind so much so that this guy or girl, they come to you themselves? You're done worrying about, like, what is there to worry about? It's a done deal. I'm going to go take a walk. I'm going to go shopping. I'm going to go cook a really beautiful meal and enjoy my life because what I ordered is in the mail, so to speak. Or it's going to be here any minute now, whatever you decide in that sense. Okay. Back to you now. I'm in between like the notes. So top 3 priorities: plan like a pro. When you're planning your manifestations, okay, when you're really behind the wheel, this is going to happen first, and then this is going to happen next, and then this is going to happen right after that. This is the precision I'm talking about. That you can see your manifestation through one step at a time. And listen, it helps if it's one step at a time, whatever it might be, whether it's marriage, whether it's just getting back together, whether that's an apology, whatever it might be. Focus on one goal at a time, one small goal at a time, and break it down and focus on 3 things a day. This is what's going to magnetize those things into your life like crazy. Like crazy. When your focus is like, let's just say the 3 things are, I don't know, usually it's money, I don't know, maybe some kind of a health situation, and of course SP. I know, just kidding. SP was number 1. SP was the number 1 priority. It shouldn't be, is my point. But hold on one second, let me adjust the camera a little bit. SP, in the department of SP, what are your goals? What are your goals, darling? Specific fucking goals. I want him or her to. Don't say directly marriage. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, you want to get married, you want to be with this person. But on the way to the marriage, what is the little teeny tiny step, manifestation that you can make happen that doesn't seem so intimidating in the right direction to start putting you on that timeline of success, of successful manifestation? In other words, in the case of my spell, I could have been like, well, this is impossible. This person has been lukewarm towards me. There's no way in. There's no way to change this person. There's no way to change the circumstances. Bullshit. You start entertaining something, and before you know it, this reality sucks you in. So you start small and saying like, I wonder if they can like just, I don't know, email me something nonsensical that doesn't make any sense. Certainly no resistance there. No resistance there. Like suddenly they're emailing me something out of the blue that absolutely has nothing to do with our work. And that's exactly what happened. Very easily, lightheartedly. And then you congratulate yourself and you move on to something bigger. Like now you're going to make them say something even better. Like something like, well, I don't know, can I be of any help to you? Or call me whenever you need help. Or something to that effect. So gradually and progressively, you're augmenting your manifestation until such time you get to marriage. Obviously and of course. But the mere fact, the mere decision that you decided to go towards that timeline versus remaining where you are and kind of like dwelling on it, and not for nothing. I have sympathy, I understand completely, but I'm just telling you what to do. Start small, thought by thought, action by action, supported by that inspired action and that vision. You will eventually join and fuse with that reality where they can do whatever the fuck you want. And just yesterday, let's just say, or just a week ago, just a couple months ago, just 5 years ago, whatever the time in that sense is for you, it was completely unbelievable. Just yesterday, they were a completely different person. But now they have changed. What you're doing is that you're deciding step by step, which reality you're going to be fusing with. So don't be surprised when you're stepping into a completely different reality, deciding something completely different that you did yesterday. Just a mere decision. I want this guy to fall in love with me. Basta. That's it. Okay, that's a great decision. Do I believe any of it? All right, I'm going to work on that by proving myself step by step that I am fucking correct and I am in line with this reality. Now, I can always exit this reality if I get triggered, if I get blue, sidetracked, la. No problem. Realign yourself, remind yourself how this reality feels. Again, go back to the emotional scale. I'm in love, I'm in bliss. Can I train myself to produce bliss? And there's ways that I was discussing on my other channel and still discuss. Bubble bath, smell the roses, smell the incense, go work out, go watch a stand-up show. Any way that you can mimic that reality so you can stay consistent. This is the most magnetic shit on planet Earth. When you're happy, when you're content, when you're radiating love into the universe, nobody can resist you. Nobody can resist you. How magnetic is a person who doesn't love themselves? That's a whole other conversation that we're going to have, I'm sure, at some point on this channel, but you know how much of a proponent I am of self-love. So, I got quite carried away. Start the thing that you've been avoiding. Like, for example, I don't know, taking the deep dive with Anna, for example, or doing something on your own that will evolve you beyond the videos, beyond the fucking shorts. By the way, the shorts, as nice as they are and all this kind of jazz, can you really learn something in under a minute or whatever it happens to be? No, you can't. You really have to dig deep within yourself. And so do that thing that you've been avoiding, whether that's the business that you've been, meaning to start and afraid to fail in that sense. Never be afraid to fail. There's no such thing as failure. Or cleaning up your house, or starting a new book, whatever it happens to be. Do that thing that you're avoiding every single day if you want to be a magnetic, powerful, strong-minded person. Period. The motherfucking end. Discipline your time and energy. The time, listen, this life, not to sound kind of pessimistic, is not forever. How you manage your energy and time will make you either magnetic or really not magnetic at all. Okay? The time that you spend, and again, I understand that some of you come with a lot of things, a lot of mama drama panorama, but how much time are you going to allow yourself to maintain this cycle? It's going to dictate directly how magnetic you are. How much time in earthly terms are you going to spend in this reality? Quite frankly. So the discipline becomes, I'm choosing another reality. I'm choosing a reality where I'm confident as fuck, magnetic as fuck, and therefore get my way all the time. And this takes discipline. Your time dedicated to this manifestation, whenever you're spending time, whether that's visualizing, etc., 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 sending good energy towards it. There are many different methods that I kind of like employ in my coaching. But this needs to be very disciplined, and you need to understand, like, you're not going to be here forever, so you might as well live out the highest kind of version of this dream called life. Okay, so becoming aware, like, this time is not endless. You might as well get fucking focused over here and start becoming magnetic and confident. Facing fears and challenges, okay, not looking for shortcuts, and owning your heart path. And this is what I really wanted to discuss. You know, a lot of you come to me in my coaching and you're really, not for nothing, ashamed of what you went through. You kind of feel embarrassed, etc., etc. Now, I'm not talking about people who've done somebody wrong. And I don't have these people as a rule in my coaching. 99%, 0.9999%, all absolutely phenomenal, fantastic people. Once in a blue moon, you know, this person happened in my coaching that, quite frankly, kind of like was not benevolent. Let's just say it like that. Okay, but owning your truth and owning your hard past, the things that you went through, not as something of being ashamed because somebody else abused you or somebody did something to fuck you over and this and that. In other words, you were not the one to fuck over somebody else, because that's not who I'm talking to here, not at all. But owning your truth and, in fact, molding it into a golden nugget. This will transform your life like I don't even know how to tell you. I really don't, because I had to do this for myself when I left my drug addict ex-boyfriend, and I completely was ashamed to even talk about this experience. In fact, I didn't for a long time until I sat down. I remember precisely, it was around 2014, something like that, 2015, maybe something like that. And I said, you know what? I don't have anything to be ashamed of. That was his fault. That was his fucking mumbo jumbo. Granted, I manifested him on the frequency of being desperate, we all manifest people on certain frequencies. And sometimes we carry over these gifts, lessons. But I did not do anything wrong. So what the fuck am I ashamed about? What the fuck do I have to feel guilty for or bad for? I should celebrate my fucking life. That somebody else did something, that's on them. And that's what I call in my coaching, give people back their fucking bullshit, man. Stop carrying the cross for somebody else. You know how much easier your life will get? How much ownership of your life you will have, and how magnificent your manifestations will become? It will be unparalleled, unfathomable to you right now, because you're saying, yeah, and what? I lived through that and I came out of that, and I love myself for it because I became even a stronger person for that. So not shying away from the truth, not shying away from who you really are, what made you who you are, is precious. Start treating it as such. Start building on it and taking that, and again, morph it into, that's the alchemist of you, in you, morphing it into a blessing, a gigantic blessing, darling, blessing, like the rain. Oh, it cleared up. It said it would rain all day. Like the gigantic thunderstorm we just had like the $2 billion from the Powerball that just came from the sky, okay? Anyway, you're so funny, Lavender Lysol, with those emojis. Is that mind blown? That's so cute. Okay, back to the notes. So owning your truth, owning your hard path. Yes, it was hard, but it made you into this rising phoenix. And so what does this rising phoenix has to say now? It made you fucking magnetic. Or let's discover that magnetism that it left you with. Not just the scars, not just the wounds, but also a golden motherfucking nugget. You're a billionaire, in fact, because of this something happened that it had happened to you. You just need to cash this fucking golden nugget in. All right? Lavender Lysol. This is so helpful. A recovering people pleaser. Past version of me. Yeah. Recovering people pleaser. Myself included, don't you know? This is why I'm here. Totally. Thank you. I appreciate that. Speak it into existence. So learn this magical practice of speaking it into existence. No matter what you're after right now, whether that's the DSP coming back, in the morning, first thing, if you want to be married to this person, just utter the words. Like Catherine Ponder used to say, utter means outer reality. You start your magic spells by uttering words. Again, words are really fucking magnetic and powerful, man. They're so powerful. If every morning you got up and you said, we're together with my man. We're together with my woman. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not worrying about shit. Do you know? And really believing that, and really being, maybe not believing that in the beginning, but coming to believe, like every day, if you repeat this to yourself, not as an affirmation, but as a declaration. I don't particularly like the affirmation word. It implies that you have to recite this endlessly, you know, like 10,000 times and this and the other. It doesn't work if you do it like that. It works if you just say it once and let the energy of the sentence just reverberate throughout your ethers, the ethers of your 360 bubble, and just feel into it. Wow, what if I really could be with my man? The man of my dreams, maybe, if it's not somebody you bring back. I'm with my woman. What does it feel like? If every morning on an empty head, you just, first thing, boom, I'm with my man. Boom, I'm with my woman. You start entertaining these ideas instead of, I'm lonely and this and that. Okay, been there, done that. Yesterday's newspaper, like I said. Let's start brand new. Every morning, you're brand new. Every minute, you're brand new. But every morning, certainly, you're brand new. Brand new as a baby. So plug that program in and go like, yeah, I'm together with my man and I'm going to act on it. I'm not going to act as this desperate person. You're not that desperate person. You thought you were that desperate person because life, through experiences, has taught you something else. You just probably derived more of the scars, the wounds, but forgot to cash in the golden nuggets. Every experience comes with a golden nugget. Okay, so the golden nuggets are to be there to cash in and start speaking things into existence willy-nilly, casually attracting versus chasing. Casually attracting versus chasing. Yeah, I'm with my man. Ciao, cacao. What's that? Oh, look at this. I see his name. Or I see whatever, my sign. Next thing I know, I can bump into him or he's going to message me. It will unfold, you understand, until it overflows into fuses with your current reality, if you want to say it like that, until the entire reality becomes super clearly visible to you. Okay? Again, sorry, apologies for my dog. He's making a lot of noise today. I think I'm going to have to wrap up soon because I think he needs to go. Anyway, choosing an identity thus that is confident and rooted in, I know my power, I know my words have power. I really came to this earth and this earthly experience to live out my fairy tale. Are there going to be challenges? Are there going to be learning experiences? Abso-fucking-lutely. Of course. As there should be. Your soul, again, is for expansion. It's always thirsting to open up to another dimension, another higher possibility, another reality, another level, okay, where you cannot even fathom that you could be right now. And where does it start? Replacing fear with love. I know it's oversimplified like that, and you hear it all the time, but right now you might be in the world of fear, not of love, because again, condition, programming, blah, blah, blah. Start choosing love. If I'm being loving towards myself, if I'm being magnetic, unrecognizably magnetic as fuck, I'm on business about choosing love. Regardless of the circumstances. I'm on business about forgiving people. I'm on business about letting go of the grudges. I'm on top of my shit, sending love towards my universe. And this is how it's going to respond. Doesn't matter who does what, who says what. I know what I'm sending out to my universe. I know what signal I'm sending out. Ciao, cacao. I don't know what to tell you. I'm already there. It's already done. Don't worry about it. So ask yourself, maybe today, why am I being so unkind towards myself? I get it. Mama drama panorama, father, mother, this and that. They were unkind to you. Why do you persevere in the same direction? Choose another direction on purpose. At first, it will be unfamiliar to you. And it will be like, do I really deserve this? This feels a little too good, a little too elevating. I mean, I know this from my own personal practice and experience and from my clients, as I said. It feels like an uncharted territory. But ironically, this is where all the good stuff is. When you start vibrating love, when you choose on purpose, I am not going to scare the shit out of myself. I'm not going to buy into fear. Fear is a liar anyway. And that's just one option. One option out of the many. I choose love. I choose to be in love with life. I choose to be in love with people. Not all people. But I also don't hate the people. Choose to not hate the people that done me wrong. I choose to forgive. I choose to float with the universal laws. And then I will be magnetic as fuck. If I'm drowned in revenge and jealousy and hatred and whatever, all the drama mama panorama, that's a drama world. You can go into the zoo and maybe stay there forever. I don't know. Some people spend their lives there. But like I said, you don't have forever. You literally should treat your day, not for nothing, with diligence and real preciousness. I don't know if that's even proper English, but use every day as it's your last. Not to scare yourself, but to really make the most of this life. Do I really see a point? Do I really see any magnetism in residing in fear? For whom? For what? I can choose love and be in sync with the universal laws and completely glide above it and find solutions in no time. Okay, and then my words override everybody else's words in my reality. You could say my words, my decisions, they override everything else. All the fucking 3D bullshit is out the fucking window. This is how you are magnetic, when you don't give a flying fuck. Focus on solution and not the problem. Any questions, guys? Let me just check my notes really quick while you guys are typing. So I mentioned, make it a practice to relax your body. So if exercise is very relaxing, walking is relaxing. Again, you get to think, you get to open your mind, but whatever relaxes your body, if it's a bubble bath, if it's whatever, just relaxing your body. You would not believe how stressed you currently may be. Just allowing your body to relax and thus your mind to relax and start receiving downloads versus running around like a chicken with a head cut off and chasing and doing all sorts of other stupid shit. All right, let me just really quick check my notes on my phone. Right, so I also wrote, and I want to read this. You will overhear the thoughts of that reality, the thoughts you're having in that reality, and the thoughts they're having in that timeline reality. When you start connecting to love, it's a whole other program. It's a whole other mise en scène, as they say in French, like a theater production. I'm connecting to a whole brand new reality. Thoughts are different, air is rarefied, SP is different, everything's different. Okay, you will start to receive these downloads. Allow that. This is the formidable magicianship that you have available to you because you are part of this universe. It's like when Bashar says, if you're alive now, you will be alive forever, meaning like you never die in that sense. Your soul never dies, so you might as well make the most of it, each experience. All right, minimize your so-called problem. It's an opportunity to grow. We already covered that. You have to feel that your success is guaranteed and inevitable, obviously. And finally, and it's not finally, of course, there's a lot more that I can say on this topic, but we have to wrap up. Having something to look forward to. Now, I don't care if you're not an entrepreneur, if you're retired, whatever. Having something to look forward to within your day, okay, that you absolutely passionately love and adore is such a mega powerful magnetic situation for anybody. I don't care if you like playing golf and that's like what you drool over. I don't care if you like myself, like fashion. Till the end of time, I like fashion. I don't care what it is, but you need to create the space for this. So this can become your magnetic attraction, meaning this energy is so magnetic when people see you do that, or feel your vibration when you're so excited, when you're so on point, when you're so with it. This has tremendous magnetism that you can get lost. Like, you would do it even if you didn't get paid. You would do it irregardless. You would do it your whole day if you could. Find something like that. For me, this became, I always said coaching has always been my passion project because it just comes naturally to me. The channeling comes naturally to me. This is actually my personality. Like, once in a blue moon, a client asks me, Anna, is this like how you talk normally, or this is just because you're on? No, this is how I talk, okay? For those who know me, if, you really know me, not like just some random person. This is my personality. This comes naturally to me. So find your natural bliss. Find your natural euphoria outside of your SP. And when you have all of these things going on, when you're decisive, when you're confident, when you trust yourself, when you're getting downloads and you take inspired action and you're so powerfully magnetic in thought and emotion, no fucking SP on planet Earth, on Moon, Jupiter, Uranus will ever be able to resist you. And then you get to sit down and write down on an index card whatever the fuck you want, and it will come true, just like that. I didn't even have the intention of marrying this person, and it came true. Just to prove and come back and tell you guys about this experience so you could do it too. That's the shit I do for you guys. All right. Here's an affirmation for you. I'm entering the seasons of no fucks given. And another one. A strong mind does not need agreement with anyone else. Only with yourself. You're your own counsel. That's how you become endlessly magnetic. If you follow this advice, and you don't have to, you can do whatever you want, but if you follow this advice and rewind it and watch it, I believe and declare, like pastors say. I love Joel Osteen. Oh my God. Joel Osteen is phenomenal. I know some people don't like him, but I love his contagious passion and charisma and everything. So that's why I kind of like slip into the pastor mode once in a while. I believe and declare, if you follow this advice, your life will never be the same. You just won't be the same person. Fuck 30 days. In a week, you can become a different person and get results. But again, it's discipline and it's commitment and it's being on top of it. Because you're overriding the old reality, you're entering something completely unprecedented. And it may be intimidating, it may be a little bit nerve-wracking, this and that, but don't worry, darling. Universe has got your back. All right? Thank you very much for attending and watching. Go rewatch. I assume there are no more questions. And if you have a question for the next live, please email me. The emails are below. And if you have any questions about the coaching, the emails are also below, and all the coaching packages. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time. Ciao, ciao. Big kiss. Bye-bye. Okay.